Welcome to Warriors Abyss. I am Rogue Dubs. We are doing a challenge run today, suggested by QA Simpervase, asking for a challenge run where we take the worst hero option available at trees, but I took that one step farther. Let's go over the rules. So rule number one, I have to use all rerolls on the first tree. This is something that I never do. I'm big on saving the rerolls for when you have a focus tree you're going for. This way we reduce the variance of, oh, these options are pretty bad, but could I get worse ones? It also kind of creates a drawing dead situation, which I think would make the game very difficult. We are then going to take the worst portal that we see available, with non-emblems being a priority. So you see those portals that are for Peach Trees or Karma Embers or Tears of Blood. We will take those. And then adding on to that, though, we are not going to go into any King's Cauldrons. We are not going to change our starting formation, unless we are given one in a chest. Rule, once we see the tree, we are going to take the worst warrior offered. We're going to try to build a little bit into a bunch of different elements. We're going to take people that only have one emblem more often, people that have no synergy with our character. We're going to endeavor to take the worst option available. And finally, we're going to discard all treasures. This is the worst choice you could make, is discarding all treasures with each of the treasures that are available. So that will complete the rule set for the worst decision challenge. With one caveat here, a lot of time with challenge runs, you'll see the person continue doing the video until they're able to do it. I'm making daily content right now. I want to do this as sort of a ongoing challenge, so I'm going to see how it goes on this attempt. You will see if I succeed or fail. Excited to get into it. If you like this particular challenge, you want it to return, let me know in the comments. Please subscribe so you don't miss any more challenges. We're doing a lot of different stuff with challenge runs. Excited about that. Other games coming out that are going to be really exciting. Updates to this game, other games. There's a lot going on. Really excited about it. Most importantly, give the video a like as well. If you liked it, let me know what that you want to see more of stuff like this. Really appreciate it. And let's get into the video. Okay, so the one concession for this challenge is that we are going to be using a good character. So we're using Kenshin Uesugi. I have not completed with him yet. He was the episode 2 character in Fresh File. But he has increased attack for summon heroes by 20%. We get an attack increase by 50% for 10 seconds after we defeat 100 enemies. So I think he will kind of counteract a lot of the effects that we're putting on taking the worst decisions. We're going to ignore Brave General and Uesugi and also Vigor emblems as much as possible for this challenge. But let's see how this goes. Looking forward to it. We did get his unique weapon as well recently, which was awesome. I believe he's the second fastest clearing character besides Sumei, but we are building non-optimally. So we're going to use all our rerolls first. All right, so we're not going to obsess too much on picking the worst option. We're just going to see, what's likely the worst option. It's definitely Fa Zhang having one emblem there. We have to take a non-emblem portal, so we're going to go here and get the max health. I've never tried this before, so that might be something that makes us actually very strong. We get another Peach Tree here. Interesting. Okay. We're not allowed to take King's Cauldrons. Ice is definitely worse for us, so let's go there. Like, it's a danger zone, so we have to kill more enemies, which is more experience, but I think that the benefits are mitigated by the fact that it's just way less valuable for us as a bolt hero. And also ice is less likely to be important for Kenshin in particular. I'm telling you right now, it's okay. We're gonna take Yue Ying for sure. Okay, we have to take non-emblem offers here. There is a mission, but I think the non-emblem option is worse than getting a guaranteed emblem, because the emblems are pretty rare regardless in the chests. So, you know, variations on this challenge are definitely possible depending on how well this goes. But it's possible Kenshin is just too strong to make this too hard. But I do think it'll be hard. Alright, so we're not going to take Vigor because that's too easy. These are all kind of easy. These are all really good. I'm going to take Charm. That's the worst of those options, in my opinion. Cool, we get more Karma Embers. Great. Peachtree, Peachtree. We're going to have a lot of max health. You could argue that that's good, but I don't think there's any way it's better than taking emblems each time. But we'll have to see. I mean, we're walking into this boss with no invulnerable evade. I mean, this is crazy. I don't know if this is going to work, but that's part of the fun, I guess. At least his barriers were reduced, but we definitely need some more. I mean, we're at level 4. We're level 4. He's just so strong. Kenshin is just so strong. I think it's possible that we can avoid ever getting a Vigor emblem. Unless we just literally have no other option. Like, if all 3 heroes that were offered have Vigor, we'll have to take one of them. This is a really funny, a symbol gauge is just 2 people in it. This is great. Interesting. Oh, okay. It didn't count? Oh, because I don't know why it didn't count, actually. It's fine. This is definitely quite a challenge. Looking forward to the other challenge runs. If you have another one in mind, let me know in the comments. I'll tell you if it's been suggested. We do have to pick this up. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Slay is the worst by far for us right now. We'll take that. Yeah, his Mushu attack is what makes him become huge. But I don't know if that makes him do more damage or just increases his range. I'm not really sure. This is definitely getting spooky, though. Like, we've already lost over 100 health. Yeah, not having invulnerable evade is something I'm not very used to. Because I always go for that, as you all know, on the channel. But we are intentionally not going for it now. This is our first treasure chest that we're gonna skip. Yeah, so we're gonna totally skip this, discard all. There we go. That's my first time ever doing that, so I wasn't sure what it did, and now I know. So, great. Alright, so fire emblem, not super useful for us. But that's fine, because we want the worst option anyway. He's just so strong, man. I think flame is worse. I think just kind of building up emblems slowly is worse than getting traits. Trait emblems, for sure. Especially, like, Wisdom is just very strong. It's kind of our out right now, is how good his Mushu attack is. How good all of his stuff is, honestly. Just getting him. great. Feels good to be doing this well, even with taking suboptimal people. So Huang Gai, I would say, is the least valuable here. Okay, we're going to take. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna take the speed just because. I mean, I think the blank tree might have been worse. I'm thinking about it, but like I said, I don't really want to obsess about it too much because it's just like, you know, we're intentionally taking bad options. Anything we take is bad. We're going to get a speed emblem eventually, so I'll just take it now just to. It's really weird. I can't get a true Mushu going with him for some reason. The timing is weird. So I would say I think Fuma is the worst. No, it's Toshi because Fuma's synergies are too good. Karma Embers, thank you very much. Nothing else. We're gonna get a ton of Karma Embers in this. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, this is a challenge, you know, that once we get to Traversal level 5, if you guys like it enough, we can try to bring it back. It's going to be really tough and probably take a few attempts on Traversal level 5, but I could see it happening. We are taking so many peach trees. They do offer you, you know, a lot of them. Okay, we can't take King's Cauldrons. Missions are worse. We're gonna take the wind. I mean, missions are good for us, so we don't want that. We don't want to take missions. I think this is so bad that you actually enter the hot spring. I think that's the worst. I think the worst option for that memory is to actually do it, which is really funny. That's how bad that memory is. Having the bonus 20% on people's summon skill is really nice. We're gonna need it for sure. Just given the fact that we're not getting that many heroes anyway. I think Otani's the worst here. Defense is oh man, I messed up. I should have gone to that Tears of Blood tree, but I didn't. I saw it too late. You can say run invalid, but for me, I think we're still good. There's no way to skip the trees. You have to take the tree and take something from the tree to advance. I'm pretty sure, and I think I think you actually don't have to. I'm gonna test that actually right now. So because I'm not sure. I don't know if you can exit, but we're gonna test it. I'm gonna Mushu early because it seems like there's some kind of bug where his meter keeps going. That's so weird. Oh, is it because I actually don't know why that is. I don't know why he doesn't do a true Mushu attack. Because we do have one charm, right? Yeah, we have one charm, so I don't get why that's happening. It's really weird. Maybe this is a specific bug with Kenshin? I really don't know. We're definitely hurting for some attack scaling, which will be a huge problem. Is attack scaling. I don't really know how we're going to solve it unless we get really lucky with taking the worst option every time. Like there would have to be two other really good really amazing options that make us not take That forced us into taking an attack scaling unique tactic. So I don't know what that would be. Let's take the skill, because our defense is actually getting pretty high at this point. Our strength emblems, that is. Yep. Okay. So because I clicked the wrong thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to enter the tree and see if they let me leave the tree. They do not. So I have to take someone here. So, you know, if you think it's invalid, then so be it. But I think it's hard enough as we're doing it, so I'm going to take Zushu here. And we're going to continue. I still think Ice is the worst. We don't have a lot of Bolt. I'm going to take the Ice. I'm going to take the Bolt. I think we're going over a little bit too much, but we only have one Bolt emblem. And with how we've been taking stuff here, we are not going to have a lot of, you know, passive effects active. Okay, now it's doing it. I don't know what happened those first two times I tried to do a true Mushu off a symbol gauge. Okay, we are getting an emblem here. I think Bolt is the worst still. We have the least Bolt. Naue is a definite no. Naue is like the one thing we can't take. We already have one charm. Let's take one wisdom. I think like moving further up is stronger than trying to focus on one or the other. Even though it's Mushu attack power, I think it's worth it. I think it's worse to have, you know, it more spread out like that. So we're starting to see the true issue we're having here with the attack scaling. Definitely not doing a lot of barrier damage. We have so much max life, interestingly. Get there. Nice. We have no elements active either. We are really, really hurting. Maybe you need 6 heroes in your tray in order to do the mega attack. Maybe that's what it is. And I just have never noticed because I've always had 6 before I do it. I wouldn't be surprised if that's it. Yeah, this is pretty crazy how much damage we have to do. We need to get some kind of synergy going at some point, but I think with the availability of the peach trees, that might not happen because we have to take them every time, and Karma Embers and Tears of Blood. Nice. Doing his little death ray. May have gone a little overboard with this challenge. But, hey. It's good content, right? Oosh. That was silly. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be enough. I think it will. I feel like I'm playing like a level 1 character on launch right now with this, which is cool. Definitely a challenge run. I would say that it's without question that it is. Okay. This is the one treasure that I was thinking that I'd be eligible to take. I think I'm still going to discard regardless. Okay. Go in here. Again, the idea is to do the least optimal run possible. And this is where we'll start to see some issues, for sure. Okay. If we can beat Tamahami, I'll be happy. And this might be something that we, attempt again. Okay. Ice is definitely the worst. Yeah. I believe Okuni. Yeah, Okuni's the worst. Even though she applies Wind Element, I think it's still the worst. With this, Charm is the worst because we only have one. We only have one Charm, so that's the worst option. It is a danger zone. It is a mission, but I think going for more Wind is in danger of giving us some kind of wind synergy, and we are trying to avoid that. Though we will eventually start seeing what we can, if we can make anything that is strong enough to win, even though we're going for the least optimal options. We actually have kind of an amplifying orb thing going with Huang Gai and Fa Zhang, but I don't know if that's really good enough. I think I'll take. I like these. Okay, we're gonna go by the battle powers. This is telling us that this is the least powerful, so we're gonna take the speed. In my opinion, the speed is good, but I think that the Mushu charge amount is better, probably. So when we're not sure, we're gonna default to the lowest battle power. But again, I don't really want to obsess about it too much because it's, getting kind of silly when it's like, okay, we're already doing the worst thing we could do. We really have to optimize it to that extent. And you may be saying yes, and that's fair. But for me, I'm trying to do what's fun. And what's not fun is waiting for me to decide something that doesn't really matter. It's kind of the same thing at the end of the day. Okay. In danger of failing this mission. You might say the worst thing to do is fail the mission, so I should fail the mission, but we don't roll like that. We still want to do well and succeed in the actual runs. Getting Emblem is very negligent. So this is a weird one because Mori. Okay, we're gonna take Motonori Mori because we have almost no chance of activating his unique tactic because we have so few charm at this point, and we're not going to get enough charm. So we're just going to take that. And the other two options gave us 3 emblems, which is untakeable in this run. We are not allowed to do anything good. Yeah, I mean, having that 20% buff to summon skills is very good. I do think our out is our Mushu gauge and our symbol gauge, obviously, as you would expect. There are challenge runs coming where we don't use either the Assemble or Mushu. I've decided to do one or the other, not both at the same time. I think that would be pretty tough. I'll do it eventually, but I want to start with just not being able to use a symbol or not being able to use Mushu. I think those are both hard enough. And give you kind of some interesting options to focus on. Slay. The goal is to not take one Vigor Emblem if possible. But I have a feeling we may end up taking one. It is the Peach Tree. You know, I mean, that might be the thing that saves us eventually, is having all of these Peach Trees and having like 500 health at the end of the run. It's making it go a lot faster, I'll tell you that. Jeez. If we had any kind of synergy with picking up Peach Trees, we would be golden right now. So Slay is the worst for sure. Yep. Because if we get to the... If we take defense, that obviously helps us live, but it also will give us the endure hit eventually, which is good. I mean, it's undeniably good. Whereas we have not activated the Slay element yet, so not having it is worse. Taking more is worse, in other words. There is no single... There's no character with just a Slay emblem as their only thing. So we can't get a super bad character, but I would say that Wisdom is worse here. Flame is so good that holding off on activating that for as long as possible is better than just a measly, consecutive hits restore health. It won't really help us when we're fighting if we take big hits from Goma at the end. This is cool though. Doing a real test of skill like this is awesome. I think it's fair too that we used Kenshin, like an actual good character, to attempt this challenge, because it's hard. It's hard enough. Using like Yuan Shao on this challenge, I am fairly sure I would already be dead. I haven't even really been using his hyper attacks at all, so let's try to work some of those in. I'm primarily a Dynasty Warriors player, so I forget about hyper attacks, unfortunately, but they are super great. Oops. I'm keeping my Mushu gauge as long as I can. We are a very low level because of all of the things we've taken. Peach Trees. So we're gonna take no, because she doesn't activate any effects. Wei Yan would have given us Slay, which is good. Let's just see if there's any. I want to. I mean, we can only summon these 4, and I think I like those 4: Tactical Focus, April Showers. Okay, yeah, I like all those. So I'm gonna keep the 4 we have in the spots that we have them, because I think they're good. This is where we separate the true warriors from the casuals, you might say. Maybe I'll be a casual after this. That's pretty low damage. I won't even lie. Oosh, I got hit by the dumb attack. It's super easy to dodge. Feels bad. Yeah, this is pretty rough. And make sure I get those yellows so I can get his get the symbol gauge active. Having said that, I'm looking at our life. I'm seeing the amount of damage that we're taking from him, and it's looking pretty rough as far as his barriers. But it's okay. We're just gonna focus up, and we're gonna do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's tough. I don't know how much damage the symbol gauge is going to do, but we'll see. I don't think it's going to be enough to get us out of this, but I'm not giving up. Oosh. It's hard to dodge that when you have so few dodges and you're slow and your speed is so low. I think it's time to try to get out of this with our symbol gauge, but I think it's over. Okay. Just lived through that by using my Mushu gauge. So I think what we're going to do is, once he spawns the enemies, we're going to try and fight them to get some health back, potentially, from the Peaches. And our gauge is restored. Avoid the purple circles as much as we can. It's looking pretty rough. Okay. Can we live through this? Nope. Alright, so that's what it looks like for this attempt at the worst decision challenge. You can see here we spread everything out quite a lot. We took a bunch of peach trees. Let me know in the comments if you think that the rules should be tweaked at all, as far as being forced to take that many peach trees and that many non-emblem options. I think that's the thing that really killed us. But it was very interesting to attempt, and I'm down to do another attempt of that challenge later. But we are going to end that for today. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it. Give it a like. Let me know in the comments what you think of the rule set, if it needs to be adjusted. All right, see you next time.